Morning all. Today we're doing the Trottiscliffe Circular in Kent. It's going to be about 8.5 kilometres. Let's get on it. Look at that sky. Oh, it's slightly overgrown here. A little bit muddy. It's not too bad considering there's been a bit of rain overnight. Clouds are still up in the sky, so it does look like it could rain at any minute. But you know, fingers crossed, we'll be okay. So what's the time? It's 20 past 8. It's Friday morning. Got a day off work today after a long week, and those clouds, those rain clouds, look like they're fit to burst. But fingers crossed they'll just blow over. So this is an approximately 8.5 kilometre hike. In real terms, probably take a couple of hours, and we'll see how we go. As always, looking forward to this one. Wondering if that path that cuts through the hill there, wondering if that's where we're headed. I suspect it may be. Pretty sure I read one of the reviews that said that you start off with a bit of a hill that takes you into the woods. So that'll be a good start. Get the blood going. Roll in. You alright? Okay, right. So it might be that, like I say, I've had a slightly long week at work this week, or longer than usual, I should say. So I didn't get out on Monday to do a hike, and already I feel like if I don't stay on top of these and do one every few days, then I really start to feel it's a bit like, I suppose, going to the gym. You know, if you leave it too long, it's almost like you've got to start from scratch. But we'll persevere, carry on, because with views in countryside like these, like you've got around here, why wouldn't you? It's absolutely beautiful everywhere I look. Yeah, I couldn't make it through there with my bag on. It was a bit too tight. Anyway, that's what you sent to the map. It's implying that I'll go up here. Yeah. Yep. Whew. Right, we're in the woods. As always, it's early in the morning, especially. It's very peaceful, very quiet in the woods. I've got to be honest, it's very warm as well. I mean, when I woke up at 6:30, the radio came on and the weather guy was saying that it was 18 degrees already. It's at 6:30, so I can see one of two things happening. Either it's going to throw it down with rain, or it's just going to be scorchy and just get hotter and hotter as the day goes on. Morning. Right, so oh dear, here it is. There we go, stairway to heaven. This is going to be fun. This may take a while, if I'm honest, because it's pretty steep. Whew. God, I'm not even halfway and I'm already properly feeling that. Why do I do this? God. I mean, to be fair, the backpack doesn't help. I don't tend to weigh my backpacks. But they're really light. Oh, we're close. We're close to. We're close to the top. Yeah. Oh God. Oh. Ah. Oh God, that is such hard work. So 1 week of, well, not even a week, but a day of, but where I've missed a day. I tend to do 2 a week and spread them out, and just missing one day has made me feel lethargic, fat. Well, I mean, I am fat, but you know, sort of fat and tired and groggy. Whereas doing 2 a week over the space of, you know, one every few days keeps you sort of, I don't know how best to put it, it keeps you functioning. Keeps you more alert, keeps you more awake, keeps you more energetic. But anyway, have a look. I mean, you can't even see over the edge of where we came from, but that was a steep climb. Now then, where are we going? This way. Well, I'm feeling some spits of rain through the trees. That's not a good sign. Yeah, there's definitely some rain coming in. Slightly tricky path this. So I swapped cameras because it had started raining, and the DJI 3 is not waterproof. So I swapped over to the Action 4, which is, and I did it down that path down there, sort of halfway up the path on an uneven slope, whereas if I just walked an extra 50 yards, I would have had a nice bench to sit on. But who knew? Who knew, eh? Right, we're going to go straight ahead. And hope that I'm going the right way. I'm sure I am. So this is the first time I've used the Action 4. So it's a bit of a trial and error situation for me, this one. We'll see how it comes out, and hopefully it'll be alright. I have to say it does look ever so slightly off. It looks like a lovely picture. Picture looks good. Anyway. There you go. Another lovely view. It's one thing Kent's never short of, is it? Beautiful views. So yeah, if you're a dog walker, this is the route for you, because they're all over the place. It's lovely. I can see why, to be fair. There's these lovely open and well kept pathways all the way through, so I can see why people come here. So we're coming up for an hour in, and we've still only covered 3k because I've been stopping and starting so often. Still, it's my day off. I've got time. Got plenty of time. There's no rush. Somebody's made use of a fallen tree to build a bit of a shelter at some point. Right, now taking a bit of a turn here. I'm heading down this way. Just want to make sure that I don't go rushing ahead on what I think is the path, as I so often do. So here's, I know I've done this before, but here's a, just so you can see, here's the underside of a fallen tree. If ever you've wondered what they look like underneath, here's your answer. That one's gone over. Oh, and this one. Quite a few of them actually. I mean, it's quite a strange little pathway this. Certainly wouldn't fancy coming down here on a horse. Let's just say that. It's quite tricky this. Try not to suddenly lose the ground beneath your feet and go flying. So far so good. We'll see. Where are we going? So we're going to chuck a little left here. I feel like I've been here before. Definitely feel like I've been here before. I may be mistaken. That's a beautifully mowed field, meadow. Isn't that beautiful? Keep meaning to bring out the fire maple stove that I bought to try it out, but I keep forgetting. I will do that obviously probably next week when I'm camping. So that's exactly halfway. We've done 4.42 kilometres. That's the exact halfway point. So it feels like we've been on this particular path for ages and absolutely nothing has happened. There's nothing to see. really. It's a bit of a bland path, if I'm totally honest. So as soon as we get to the next viewpoint or bench or something like that, it'll be time for a quick cup of coffee and then crack on for the second half. Get it over and done with. I have to say, it does feel like this path's going to go on forever. Hopefully not. We need to go this way. It's a little bit overgrown, it's nothing too terrible. Although I would advise, if you do this one, I would advise long trousers. Although compared to some of the walks we've done recently, it's been, so far at least, it's been relatively nettle and bramble free. But we'll see if I've just given it the kiss of death by mentioning it. It's a bit overgrown here. You'll have to duck down a bit. I did read in one of the reviews that you end up in a farmer's field at some point, and this, I suspect, may well be it. Lovely to see a poppy, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere along here, as you can see. Butterflies everywhere. I always wonder if it's just accepted by farmers that, you know, when they buy a farm or a piece of land to farm, that part of it is public right of access, public right of way, or however you want to, and if you want to term it, they just have to accept that there's going to be people through their field. Obviously you don't want to be in a farmer's field unless you're absolutely allowed, and you don't want to mess around and either leave any litter or be there longer than you need to be, you know, etc, etc. But yeah, I wonder if they get annoys them or whether they're just part of the terms of buying the land. Cool things when you've got to walk over stuff and through stuff. It always takes a little bit longer. anyway, that's the woods where we've just come from. And here's the woods where we're going. But I think it's the woods, I mean. On the road for a minute. So yeah, we're going to come out about we're going to walk down here for a bit, and I think we then do a sharp right into Cauldrum Lane maybe, which is very close to Cauldrum Long Barrow, which is a Neolithic burial site. I did a film on that a few months ago. If you look back, you'll see it. It was one of the earliest of these films that I did, actually. It was one of the very first, and I did a bit of a drone fly and a walk, and yeah, it's quite an interesting site actually. It's something like 6,000 years old, I don't know, but it's a burial site from way back then. So anyway, I think that's where we come out. These lovely cottages. As always in Kent, there's some lovely properties. Certainly out when you get out to the further out places like this, you find real old style cottages from a couple of 100 years ago. It's always really nice. It's always really nice to see them being maintained and lived in, with all the history that they have. Right, so I think we're in the woods, which is actually, I've got to be honest, it's a bit of a relief because it's getting really hot, and walking down the road in the sunshine, you know, it takes its toll after a while. So it's nice to be in the shade. Sounds like a crow making his presence felt. So we're up to just gone past 6 kilometres. We've got about 2.5 to go. So I don't think we've added too much to the walk with all the wrong turns. Although, to be fair, I haven't made that many wrong turns this time, which is pretty rare for me, I have to say. Just going to check the map because once again I've started walking off assuming I know where I'm going, but without actually having checked. Yeah, we're good. We're okay. This is a very dense wood, this bit. It's very thick, lots of trees. And I would imagine lots of wildlife as well. Path's quite uneven. It's not as flat and easy to walk as previous paths have been. So so again, it's a reason to be wearing your hiking boots or your hiking trainers, whichever you prefer. Boots are probably better because they'll give you some ankle support. But I've got to stop saying I can only apologise for the people it drives mad, because it drives me mad that I keep saying at the end of every sentence. So I'll make a concerted effort to stop. Sorry. There's lots of logs have been chopped down as well, trees have been chopped down and are left in log piles all around. All over the place. These are log piles. I'm sure that's a perfectly normal thing for people that work in the forestry department, or who own these forests or whatever. I'm sure it's perfectly normal, but I don't know what it is. Right, where am I going? Because I've got three ways to go here. Straight on. Straight on. My watch is telling me that I've already done 670. It's not really calories, is it? It's your move numbers. What on your, if you've got an Apple Watch, I don't know. But on your move goal, I think my move goal is 800 a day, because I can normally easily do that at work. So I'm up to 670 already. And I don't know what the time is, but it's still pretty early in the morning, I would have thought. So it goes to show that just by going out for a walk in the woods and you know, through the fields, you're gonna be burning those calories without even noticing it. No treadmills, no sweaty gyms, no gym anxiety, and it's free. It's completely free. I mean, I've been sort of averaging about 1200 calories per walk, and you know, that's not bad. That's not bad for a single walk of an hour or two. I don't know if anyone remembers. I don't know if anyone remembers one of the films, couple of films back, 2-3 films back, where I was walking through the woods and I said, I'm sure I just heard a car door creak. Well, I've just heard another one, and again I'm in the middle of the woods. It makes no sense. Unless it, you know, unless it just sounds like a creaking door. Okay. And we've got views like that. And the peace and the quiet and the solitude.